Hello everyone and welcome back for some more celebrity gossip, secrets and drama. So today I'm going to be talking about some recent drama and backlash surrounding the movie It Ends With Us, which involves rumours that the two main stars of the movie, Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, do not get along, as well as some further accusations against the two stars of bad behaviour. All that and more coming up in today's video, so let's get started. How it all began. It Ends With Us is a movie that stars Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, which came out on the 9th of August 2024. It's based on a 2016 book of the same name by author Colleen Hoover. The book is a romantic drama which follows the story of a woman named Lily, played by Blake, who gets into an abusive and toxic relationship with a man named Ryle, played by Justin. The book and movie explore various topics, including love and relationships, as well as domestic abuse. There was a huge amount of hype about this movie on social media because the book, which the movie is based on, was incredibly popular, and it also got a huge amount of traction on TikTok with over 1 billion tags. However, since the movie came out just a few weeks ago, it has been plagued with rumours that the two main stars, Blake and Justin, can't stand each other, which has caused intense scrutiny and has become a big talking point about the movie. Let's go through some of the drama and accusations now. Controversial casting decisions. Although It Ends With Us was a best-selling book and grew a legion of fans worldwide, ever since it was announced that Blake Lively had been cast in the main role of Lily, a lot of fans have spoken out against this casting decision. The first things fans said is that the character of Lily is supposed to be 23 years old, whereas Blake is 36 and a mother of 4, which is quite different to how Lily is portrayed in the book. People also felt that Blake is too high profile and glamorous to play this type of role. The book itself has also been criticised in the past, with some people saying that the author, Colleen Hoover, was glamorising domestic abuse and not portraying it in an accurate way. On a similar note, there was also some backlash online when the trailer for the movie first came out, with people saying that it portrayed the movie to look a bit like a romantic comedy rather than a serious movie about domestic abuse. However, a lot of these criticisms were dismissed by many fans, who felt that some of the die-hard fans were over-analysing things and were being overly critical without reason. But the casting of Blake Lively as the main character and the scrutiny that came with that only increased the negativity towards the movie. There was also some criticism of Justin Baldoni, both starring in the movie and also directing it. However, the real backlash started when rumours started to swirl that the two main stars of the movie can't stand each other. Let's talk more about that now. Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni's alleged feud. It's common knowledge that actors don't always see eye to eye, and there have been many instances where the truth has come out that two leads in a movie actually don't get on behind the scenes, and in some cases they even refuse to talk to each other apart from on screen. And it appears that something similar may be happening between Blake and Justin while they were filming It Ends With Us. One of the first instances that appeared to show that Blake and Justin didn't get on was when some footage was uploaded to TikTok and later Reddit, which appeared to show Blake and Justin arguing on the streets during the filming of the movie. Although we can't hear what's going on, some people took this video to show that the two of them were arguing about something. However, some people disagreed with this conclusion and said they think the two of them were just having a conversation and gesturing at each other. The real rumours of a feud between Blake and Justin started though when the movie premiered earlier this month. Usually the cast of a movie will do press and other appearances together to promote the movie. However, people noticed that Blake and Justin rarely appeared together in any interviews or appearances. For example, at the premiere of the movie, while Blake walked the red carpet with several of her co-stars, Justin did not join them and instead walked the red carpet separately with his wife and family. And this only increased the rumours that Blake and Justin were avoiding each other because they don't get on. But you may be wondering why the two of them reportedly fell out. According to several unsubstantiated sources online, the two of them had creative differences during the production of the movie. One of the issues seems to stem from the fact that, as I mentioned, Justin not only starred in the movie, but he also directed it as well, which reportedly led to tensions fraying on set. According to an unnamed source, Blake, who was a producer on the movie, commissioned her own cut of the film, which was different to the original cut. And the editor who apparently did this special cut of the movie is Shane Reed, who previously worked on the movie Deadpool, which stars Ryan Reynolds, who is married to Blake. This then led social media users to speculate that Blake may have brought in her husband Ryan to take creative control of the movie because she wasn't happy with how it was going. And people felt as though this theory may have some credence because Blake later admitted during an interview with E! Online that Ryan secretly wrote one of the key scenes in the movie and it hadn't been revealed until now. There were also some theories circulating online that Justin may have been difficult to work with on set due to the pressure of him both acting in and also directing the movie. Although none of the actors have officially confirmed if this is true or not, some fans have pointed out a few instances where the cast may have implied that this was true. For example, in an interview with Hits Radio UK, the interviewer said she was excited to hear the song Cherry by Lana Del Rey used in the movie. Blake said, quote, "I'm not supposed to talk about this," but she explained that she had to fight for that song to be in the movie and they, quote, begged her to take it out because they felt that it was too charged and heavy. But Blake insisted they kept the song in the movie and it sounded as though there may have been some tension because of this. And although she didn't name Justin specifically, people think that Blake was implying that it was Justin who Blake had tensions with. There was also a comment that was made by one of the co-stars of the movie, Jenny Slate, during an interview with Deadline on the red carpet. Jenny was asked what it was like to have Justin both acting and also directing the movie. Jenny seemingly avoided answering the question and said that it was, quote, an intense job and that she would prefer to just do one job, which many people took to mean that Jenny was subtly hinting that Justin may have been taking on too much, which may lend itself to the theory that he was difficult to work with. And on top of this, Justin follows his co-star Blake Lively and also the author of the book Colleen on Instagram, but neither of them follow him back. And none of the other co-stars of the movie follow Justin back, even though he follows them. And in general, throughout press interviews and appearances, Justin and Blake have done them separately and avoided talking about each other in general, and the other actors have also avoided talking about them. However, neither Blake nor Justin have said anything bad about each other, and in fact, Justin praised Blake during an interview on The Tonight Show, saying that she is, quote, a dynamic creative and that everything she touched made it better. One of the bombshell revelations came though when, according to The Hollywood Reporter, Justin allegedly hired a crisis PR manager named Melissa Nathan to deal with the fallout of the movie. And this made headlines because Melissa previously worked with Johnny Depp during the divorce trial with Amber Heard. And people questioned why they would need to hire a crisis PR manager for the movie. There was also an unsubstantiated report in an article by TMZ which claimed that Justin apparently fat-shamed Blake during filming when they were doing a scene where Justin needed to pick Blake up. According to the unnamed source, Justin has a history of back problems, and because he had to lift Blake up several times during a scene, he reportedly asked his on-set trainer how much Blake weighs, so that he could train his back. And reportedly, when Blake found out about this, she was upset and felt like Justin had fat-shamed her, especially because Blake had just given birth to her fourth child a month or so before filming started. The source also claimed that Justin made Blake feel uncomfortable during a kissing scene when Justin, quote, lingered longer than he should have. However, the source also claimed that Justin is not the clear-cut villain that he is being made out to be, and many people who worked on the movie are coming out in support of him. And this has led people to criticise Blake Lively, and people have also started bringing up past claims made against her of bad behaviour, as well as some new allegations that came to light. Let's talk more about that now. Blake Lively accused of bad behaviour. As we all know, it's not uncommon for Hollywood actors and actresses to be labelled, quote, divas or accused of bad behaviour on set, especially if they are A-listers. And Blake Lively has had her fair share of criticism over the years. According to an article in The Tab, several of Blake's former co-stars have inferred that she was hard to work with. For example, it's been alleged that Blake and her Gossip Girl co-star Leighton Meester were not friends off-screen. In an interview with Vanity Fair, Blake said that she felt that the Gossip Girl bosses were trying to force the actresses to be friends off-screen because it, quote, fed into their whole narrative. And then there were also rumours that came out that Blake and Leighton, quote, avoided each other like the plague. Blake's publicist then addressed these rumours and put out a statement that said, quote, Blake and Leighton have never been best friends and never professed to be. Blake goes to work, does her job, and goes home. And this only seemed to further stoke the fires of the rumours that the two of them didn't get on. Armie Hammer, who also starred on Gossip Girl as Blake Lively's love interest, also once seemed to imply that Blake was difficult to work with. In an interview on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, Armie was asked who was the biggest diva on the set of Gossip Girl. Armie hesitated and didn't seem to want to answer, but he said that Gossip Girl was a, quote, tough show to film, and he didn't end up filming all the scenes that he was supposed to because it was such a tough environment. Andy then asked Armie if it was the case of, quote, get me out of here. But Armie said it was more like they said, quote, get him out of here, meaning Armie, and this implied that he got fired from the show. Andy then asked whose love interest Armie was on the show, and Armie said Blake Lively.
I was Blake Lively's love interest.
You were?
Yeah.
Okay, well then...
Sounds like she was the problem.
It sure does, Chelsea.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
However, it should be noted that these comments by Armie have been discounted by many people because back in 2021, Armie was accused of abuse by multiple women, and Armie was even accused of making comments implying that he was a cannibal. However, coming back to Blake Lively, and there was also a very recent instance where she was accused of bad behaviour. A few days ago, on the 11th of August, a Norwegian journalist uploaded a YouTube video titled The Blake Lively Interview That Made Me Want to Quit My Job. The interview was from 2016 and was with Blake Lively and Parker Posey for the Woody Allen movie Cafe Society. In the interview, the journalist congratulates Blake on her pregnancy, but then Blake seems to say the same thing back to the journalist, even though the journalist wasn't pregnant, so some people felt that she was fat-shaming the journalist.
First of all, congrats on your little bump.
Congrats on your little bump.
The journalist also asked Blake and Parker about their outfits in the movie because the movie is set in the 1930s, and Blake questioned whether she would ask that question to a man.
This one was so, visually amazing.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Did you guys love wearing those kind of clothes that you...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, working in digital...
Everyone wants to talk about the clothes, but I wonder if they would ask the men about the clothes.
I would.
People in the comments also mentioned that the interview felt uncomfortable in general because Blake and Parker talked among themselves and mostly ignored the journalist, and people congratulated the journalist for handling herself so professionally. More recently, Blake also got some backlash online during the promotion of the movie. Some fans said that Blake was being, quote, tone deaf because she was being very upbeat during her interviews and was promoting her new hair care line, as well as talking about wearing a floral Versace dress that was previously worn by Britney Spears. But fans felt that this was inappropriate because of the serious nature of the movie and said that Blake was brushing over the topic of domestic violence, which is what the movie is ultimately about. Fans even made a montage of press appearances comparing how Blake and Justin were talking about the movie, with Justin often mentioning that the movie is not about him but about all of the women that the movie is for, and talking about the serious nature of the movie. Whereas Blake tended to talk about the movie in a less serious way and skirted around the serious nature of domestic abuse. And she also told people, quote, grab your friends and wear your florals. And it appears that Blake later responded to this criticism, and she later posted an Instagram story where she shared a link to the National Domestic Violence Helpline, which some people saw as confirmation that Blake saw the criticism about her skirting around the issue of domestic violence. And although people defended Blake and said that she was being held to an unfair standard compared to Justin, this whole situation just added to the general rumours and speculation about Blake and Justin and further intensified the backlash about their new movie, It Ends With Us. But overall, a lot of the rumours and speculation about this movie, as well as the alleged feud between Blake and Justin, are largely unsubstantiated, and we don't know if any of it is true. So please make sure you do not send any hate to anyone involved, and remember that rumours and speculation are often biased and not necessarily true, so please bear that in mind when considering this situation. This video is also made for entertainment purposes only, and I'm just reporting on publicly available information, but I'm not substantiating any of this information, so please just enjoy this video passively. So there you go, there was a rundown of the alleged drama surrounding the movie It Ends With Us, and also the rumoured feud between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. Have you seen this movie yet? And do you think this drama will affect how the movie is perceived? Let me know in the comments. If you'd like to get early access to my videos as well as exclusive content, you can become a member of my Patreon and you'll unlock these amazing benefits, and I'll put a link in the description. Please make sure you like, comment and share this video as it really helps support my channel. And of course, please make sure you hit the subscribe button to stay up to date about new uploads. Thanks for watching, and I hope you'll join me again in future videos. Thank you, bye!